ready for a nice, friendly, beautiful Monday morning?
I am.
Okay, well, so am I. So we ready to kick the pig,
I
as they
am.
say? All right, let's go, gadget, go. Let me get over here. Notice I got everything set up right this morning for us there. I got the video buzzing. I got the audio right, man. I am on fire today. Morning, yo, family. Hey, I am the one, the only Smitty Smith,
And I am June Smith.
AK. I'm sorry.
Just
I'm
cut.
raring to go. I'm raring to go.
What?
Raring to go.
Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead and
Go
tell us
ahead.
who you is.
I am June Smith of Chessmate Realty Group.
Wow.
Wow.
You've been practicing that all week.
I ain't been practicing. That's who I am.
That's who you is?
I know who I is.
And you know who your people is?
I know who my people is.
Morning, yo, family, a.k.a. June J. Smith.
You gonna tell everybody? Oh my God!
Gotcha.
You gonna tell everybody my
Amen.
nickname from
This is-
child,
This is the
teenagehood?
Smitty and Jay show, family.
and
We
Jay,
out here just
okay.
doing what we do, helping share the love, share the grant, share the wealth, share the education to encourage, to empower all the way home. You know, hey, June.
Lucky I wasn't under no witness protection. Just blew my cover.
Hey, coming to get you, baby.
That's right. But it's all right. You know, I haven't been. You know, you get older and you kind of the names that you kind of grew up with, you
Yeah.
kind of let go of.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that for a long time. People calling me Jay.
I had to let go of some names my mama called me. Welcome to another morning of Crazy Faith. Crazy faith-filled folks are going to join in. Crazy faith-filled folks are going to watch. Crazy faith-filled folks who know just because they want to, because they need to, because they have to, we're going to get some stuff done in life.
Okay.
You know? June, we talking about home ownership, but it ain't just about home ownership. It's about anything and everything, family. See, that's the thing we don't want to forget. Anything and everything that you know you want to do, you are crazy enough to know you could do it despite other folks doubting that you can or should do it.
Yep.
See, that's the thing about Crazy Faith, family. I know it's the right thing for me to do. I know it's the right thing that I should be working towards, that I should be pushing towards. But my friends and family, folks that love me, and even folks who don't love me, might try to dissuade me. They might try to nudge me to the left or to the right. Or they might just be straight up in your face. No, you're not going to do this. But Crazy Faith June says we got to do it.
We got
Simply
to.
because, family, here we are. January the 12th, June. The month is just ticking away. It's just gone.
And you know, you don't realize, or at least I didn't realize how scary home ownership is to some people.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know,
that's a good
because
point.
it means commitment.
It does.
It means,
does.
you know, I guess, you know, just talking to one of my clients the other day, they were like, you know, I can pick up and leave whenever I want when I'm renting, but I can't when I buy a home. This is roots. This is like securing me here
Deep
for
roots.
a long period of time, and they were just nervous about that commitment.
Yeah. No, I mean, June, that's a good point. That's why we say home ownership is not for everybody all the time, because you're putting down roots that you might not want to put down.
But, you know, in my explanation to that was, or my thought process, not really explanation, because they have a right to feel what they feel, but I feel more outraged of me wasting money. You know what I mean? I'm living here for maybe 2 years, not sure if I really want to put my roots down here in Virginia, but I've wasted 2 years of rent that could have been a mortgage.
Yeah.
And who's to say that you can't sell after living in a house for 2 years? There's no
one-
time frame.
There's no time frame, family.
There really isn't. And at least if you invest 2 years, you're moving with equity.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I said that to that person, they were like, oh, for some reason they had it stuck in their heads. And I think a lot of people do, that you have to stay there for a long period of time. We're talking 5, 10 years, 20 years before you can move. No, you can live in that house for a year and be like, you know what?
I'm out.
I'm out. We'll put this up for sale, grab my equity and move to D.C. or, and when I say D.C., I mean Dinwiddie County.
They say, baby. Invitation only.
Exactly. So that, you know, there is a myth out there, a very real myth, that when you commit to home ownership, you commit.
Well, there you go, family. You cannot argue with what's working. You cannot
Yeah.
argue with the truth. You know. So, June, you know what I want to talk about today, dear? Today,
Yeah.
I want to talk about doggedness.
Ooh.
Doggedness.
All right, explain. What does
Yeah.
it mean exactly? I've
Dogged-
got one thought of dog.
Okay.
before
Well,
my
what do you
mouth.
think doggedness is?
No, no, no. Go ahead. You go ahead. You go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Doggedness to me, and I'm trying to make a few edits while we're doing this morning. I kind of came in the show the wrong way, so
All
I'm
right. Well,
trying
I'll
to-
let you make those edits.
Eggements?
Edits. All right.
You know-
Because grammar don't matter here.
You know
And
it
while you're
don't.
doing
You
that,
know it don't.
To me, dogged means like you are like doubling down, but you're doing it in a negative way. Like you don't want to hear what anybody has to say. I am stuck in what I mean. I'm like a ravenous dog.
Boom.
Is that it?
Boom. Good morning, Chloe Green. Chloe says every home is not necessarily everyone's forever.
Yeah.
Now, June. That's a shot at Dante Green. Don, you better. Hey, Chloe, I'm picking up what you're putting down, sister. Okay, I certainly hope Dante is. You know, but it's just the truth, family. Every home is not your forever home. You know, and you shouldn't even think that way. You know, you're gonna buy one house after another, but your first house pays for your second house, and so on and so forth. You know.
Let me ask you this: are you the same person as you were a year ago?
Oh, no.
Do you have the same tastes?
No,
what you had a year
no. It's amazing, but I don't, June.
So just think about that when you have a home and decorating. It's just like when you
Yeah,
bought that home.
yeah.
And I'm not saying you need to change your home every year.
Oh,
But
I'm
if you
gonna
do,
say
give
you
me a
judging
call.
me. You judging my decor
I'm
ability.
just lying. If
You know.
if you change your home every year, you can give me a call. My phone number is. But no, in all
Yeah,
seriousness.
we gonna take your old
I
stuff.
know, right? But yeah, you change when you bought
Yeah.
that house. This is what you wanted in this neighborhood. But as you grow, maybe even have children, you're like, you
Yeah.
know what, this is not really the neighborhood that I want to be in, or the apartment life. This is not suited to my growing family.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to make a move, but it may not be to that. Apartment where you got to get on the elevator to the 5th or 6th floor or
Not to
or
the
whatever.
fifth floor. Not
Fifth
to the
floor.
fifth floor.
Or that you don't want to be on the ground floor because you hear so much activity
Oh my
around
God!
you.
People
so now
dancing
it's like,
on your.
yeah.
People dancing on your head is what I call it. Dancing on my grave. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But family, June is right. You know, the person I am today is not necessarily the person I am. Will not be the person I am
Yeah.
tomorrow. The taste I have today, what's acceptable today,
Mm-hmm.
won't be acceptable tomorrow. And see, June, that's when we start getting into the realm of being unhappy.
Yeah.
You know, that's when we get into the realm of not feeling like I'm doing the best that I can do or that I should be doing. You know, I'm kind of feeling that way myself, June, on several different things. So I'm doggedness. I'm determined. I'm driven. And I sit here at this desk and I try this and I try that, and it don't work. You know, and the doggedness kicks in because I am going to, let me turn the fan down. There's going to be a hurricane in there
I
soon.
wasn't saying that, and I was getting cold. Smitty, I
Yeah.
have to say this, and I'm sorry to cut across you. I honestly, the other day, walked into a house, and it was going back to 1960s.
Oh, really?
It
That's
had
that's
the-
doggedness.
It had the shaggy carpet. And I was
Not
like,
the shag carpet.
the shag greenish.
Oh my
greenish
God,
brownish
the worst.
carpet. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
But that was a style.
That was the jam, man.
That was you
That
had
was
to
the
have the
thing.
shaggy carpet,
Man,
man.
you
That
were
was
doing
cool.
some stuff.
And don't forget the furry wallpaper.
No, it
I was
wasn't
like-
furry. It was felt. Was it
Was
felt?
it felt?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know.
a,
I was
it
like-
was it was lifted up off embossed. Yeah.
And there was a pink sink and a
Of
green
course.
tub.
And of course, somewhere in the house there was a picture of Jesus, Martin Luther King, and JFK.
I ain't saying.
I promise you. I
But it was
promise
just-
you.
But that just made me think about, things changing
Yeah,
and styles
yeah,
changing. Do you
yeah.
stay where you are? It's
No.
okay to change your mind. It's okay to say, you know what, I bought this house. This is for sellers right now. I bought this house and I've kind of outgrown it. Or I don't like it anymore. Does that
don't
mean I
work.
gotta stay?
Good morning, Teachy. How you doing this morning? Morning, blessings, family. Teachy, I'm not sure if that's coming across your side. Only got half the show set up this morning, June, but
Yep, I do. I
the
just
half
see
I
her.
do have
Good
is
morning,
working.
Chi Chi, and good morning, Chloe Green.
So why do I need the other half of the show if we can get on by on this?
I told somebody at the beginning of the year, I'm ready to go.
Stop it! Stop
I
it!
got that itch. I'm seeing some beautiful houses out there. I'm like,
man.
well,
And of course, man, I'm like, man, I'm dancing as fast as I can. But let's get back to doggedness just for a second, June. Doggedness, or should I say, Jay?
mm-hmm.
Let's get back to the show, Jay.
Okay.
You know, doggedness is where, you know what, Jay, I'm just not willing to give up. And you know what, June? The universe has a sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a mean sense of humor.
Okay.
You know, all weekend you saw me sit at this computer, June, and I was working on the same thing. I tried it this way, I tried it that way, I tried it this way, I tried it this way, and I couldn't get it to work.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And I was like, man, I've seen it. If somebody else could do it, why can't I do it? And June, I tried everything humanly possible. I even picked up the phone and I chose to phone a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I called Dante Green.
Okay.
And Dante looked at it and said, well, you know, that's good. But you know, Smitty, normally you do it this way. You know, June, I was so doggedness in my determination to get it done that I moved completely away from what it was I was trying to accomplish.
Mm.
You know, what do you call that? Mission creep.
Yeah.
I completely changed everything to do just one thing. And that one thing changed our marketing strategy. It changed our branding. You know, June, we could become so entrenched that we just lose track of where we're going. And that happened to me. You know, in just one phone call, Dante said, but you know what? Normally what you do is when I see the blue stripe, the white background, and the blue stripe on top, I know that that's you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you getting away from that, Smitty? I was like, I don't know. That's doggedness, family. Driven, determined, but we gotta stick our heads up every now and again just to make sure we're heading in the direction we want to go.
And that's why we're really good partners, because I'm so opposite to you, because I am just so like, ain't working, I'm out. I'm going to do something else. I'm just so, like, carefree. I will buy a different house in a minute. If you let me
I know you will, man.
Being a real estate agent, I've saw so many beautiful houses.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's a
I
problem.
think we need to move here.
Houston, we have a problem because June Smith looked at houses all day long.
Yes.
And the challenge there is that then we come home, we try to mix everything that we've added rooms, we've subtracted rooms, we've raised the ceiling, we've lowered the ceiling. We've done everything except for creating. June, I'll tell you something I've always liked.
What?
And you guys are gonna judge me, but I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, good morning, demand.
Wah, wah, wah. June, something I always wanted, but don't judge me.
Okay.
I want a sunken living room again.
I want that too.
Do you really?
Yes. Let's do it. What can we do? How can we get a sunken living room?
I don't know. We got to tear the floor up.
And we got to dig down.
We got to dig down. Now, granted, we're on a slopey slope. So this is gonna be a sunken. Family, our lot is like this, okay? So it's gonna be about 10 feet down. You get down and won't be able to get out. But June, and you know what? I want to have wood floors, and then in the middle, I want to have a big old piece of shag carpet. I do, you know. I'm sure Demond is saying something. I'm not even gonna look at Demond.
Dante is laughing. I'm not Dante. Demond is laughing.
Hey, good morning, Delisa. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning,
This
Delisa.
Johnson. We got a Johnson out there, June. You know.
Chloe said go back to 2001.
Exactly, man. Seriously, Chloe. You know me. I'd do it if I thought I could. But you know what we're going to do? June going to just make us buy another house.
James Johnson.
I ain't even talking to James Johnson this morning either, family. That James Johnson called me, not a chance. Because James going to hit me up about the game last night. Look, my phone is broken. My phone don't work today. Phone calls, text messages, smoke signals, ain't nothing, no form of communication is working for Smitty Smith today.
Unless it's business.
Unless it's business. You tell him, Jay. But again, family, you know, doggedness is I'm determined, but we can't be so determined that we can't see when we've been detoured. And June, that's the problem. Doggedness leads to detouredness, if that's the word. If it ain't, it is from now on. You folks know grammar don't matter over here.
It don't
We
matter.
make up our own words all the time because we just so great. We can't be constrained by the English language. But June, you know, that's where I was, June. You ever been that way? You've been just so driven, so determined that I am going to make this work. And in order to make it work, you got to change something that you shouldn't change. See, family, when the universe is working right for you, when the universe isn't making fun of you. Oh, I forgot. Let me finish my story. So anyway, June, you know, I was dogging this all week. You saw me sitting at this computer trying it. I must have been through like 1,000 different variations of this. And finally, like I said, I spoke to Dante. Dante kind of smacked me around and brought me back home. So I implemented the changes Dante talked about, you know what? And I went back to what I initially wanted to do, all right? So then I wake up this morning. I'm feeling good, June. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling great, baby. I took my shower. I talked to myself. I did my morning affirmation. I did my morning afro. You know, you know, and I sit at the computer, and lo and behold, found a way to do it.
Oh, that's good.
But I don't need it anymore.
Oh, good.
You know, after all that time,
wow.
Jim, I found it through AI, artificial intelligence. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's been there. How many times have I said, the universe gives you what you need when you need it?
Yeah.
But you got to lift your head up to see it. Mm-hmm. And that's what I refused to do, June. Had it all along. But I was determined to do it the way that I thought it should work. And it never worked, and it never will work.
Wow. Now, you asked me a question, have I ever been dogged? Yeah. And that's not really my personality. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, do I ever get that about anything? But I realize I actually do. And I know it sounds like a commercial, but it really isn't. I get dogged with my clients. If my clients want to
the hell you say?
If they want a house, and I'm going to move hell and high water to get my house. And I've had, you know, individuals that have had bankruptcy issues, that have had credit issues, that have had even lender issues where the lender doesn't really match with them. Look, I'm going to work through it. I'm going to figure it out somehow, some way. I'm going to figure it out.
Let me tell you about Jay. Let me tell you about Jay. All right? Jay put a home under contract that was sold 110% where is as is. What that means, family, is you buy this house, but the seller is not fixing anything. They're not turning a screw. They're not putting in a light bulb. They're doing absolutely nothing. How Jay end up getting them folks to make a couple $1,000s in repairs? You hear that evil laugh? Insert evil laugh, okay? See, that's doggedness. And sometimes it works, fam. That's why I say the universe has a sense of humor. Sometimes we give up too soon, and sometimes we fight too long. How do you know when the middle point is?
I'm like Popeye. I'm going, what is it?
I am what I am.
Is that right?
Popeye says a couple different
things. I know he does. But anyway, what I'm saying is I just don't give up. As long as you're not willing to give up, then I'm not going to give up.
But sometimes that's what you're supposed to do.
But I'm dogged like that. It's like, I want you to have your dream. And if you believe that it can be done, I believe too. And I'm going to figure out a way. I don't care if they say it's sold as is. Okay.
What about you guys out there?
To you it is. To me it's
Chloe,
not.
Dante, sorry for cutting across you,
No,
Jay.
that's fine.
Chloe, Dante, Teachy, Miss Johnson. Any of you guys, you have any doggedness in you? Is there any point in time where you just grabbed hold of that bone and you were not going to let it go for all the boneness in the world? You were driven. This is the way it has to be because this is the direction that I'm going. And this is the only direction that I'm willing to consider.
There you go.
That's doggedness, family. You know, and that's why I say, family, invite just a few people to advise you. Mm-hmm. Everybody's allowed to encourage me. Yes, Jay and Smitty, you guys, you can do this. You can create that voiceover with the colorful text flowing. Mm-hmm. You can do this. All right? But not everybody can tell me how to do it because if I listen to too many people, then I'm getting too much additional information. And you know what, June? If I talk to 5 people, how many opinions am I going to get?
5.
Plus how many?
And yours?
Plus 5.
Plus 5.
Plus
okay,
5, you know?
Yeah.
So again, family, only the select people are allowed to advise me. Put people on your team. You know what's cool, June? They don't even have to know they on your team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love that. When I call my team to help me, I don't even tell them everything that I'm trying to do.
Mm.
Because, see, if I tell them what I'm trying to do, folks naturally want to go along with you to help you do that, right? So sometimes people can help you double dog,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So, no, what I do, June, is I say, well, take a look at this and tell me what you think.
But, you know, being dogged isn't necessarily negative. It
No.
can be something really good.
It can be something
It's like,
really important.
this is what I want. I'm not
Yeah.
going to give up
Yes.
until I get it. I'm
Yes.
going to keep fighting through.
Yes.
No matter the matter.
No matter the matter, Jay, you tell them, baby.
That's right.
You know, and one of the things I think of is, well, let's talk about home ownership.
Yeah.
I want to become a homeowner. I am determined to become a homeowner. But family, you got to know the best way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so you take your dog in this, you add in some education, you add in some encouragement, and that gives you the empowerment to get to where you want to go. So that, you know what, you're not sitting at your computer 3-4 days trying to do the same thing that ain't never going to work. That's already exists. I want y'all to feel that. 3 days at this computer trying to make it do what I want it to do, and it wouldn't work. So then when I relaxed and I reached out for help, I chose to phone a friend, got back on track. Then the universe says, here you are, man. Here you are, black boy. This is what you want to do right here, sir.
And, you know, and I just thought about it. There's so many people actually in my life and in my circle that have that dogged personality.
Yeah, absolutely.
That says, I'm not going to stay in the situation that I am.
You need to get that. Go ahead, June.
I'm fine. Yeah.
You know?
That I'm not going to stay in the situation that I am.
Yeah.
You know, just because I'm a single parent doesn't mean that I have to have that mindset that
There
I
you
can.
go. That's
I
right.
can, you know, buy a house. I can't be a business owner.
Yes.
I can't do this. No, you just adopt that dogged personality. Like, you know what? I am not staying here. It
But
don't matter what
it don't
anybody
matter.
says that I can't, that I shouldn't, that I don't deserve all of these different things. I can and I will.
I can and I will. I shall. I shall overcome.
Mm-hmm.
I shall prevail. But you know what I'm going to do, June?
What?
I'm going to reach out to folks that can help me achieve my goal because, see, sometimes my doggedness isn't enough. And that's my point with all this, family. Yeah, I'm saying, family, I want y'all to be driven. I want you to be determined. I don't want you to be deterred. But what I do also want you to do is to reach out to folks that can help you. Reach out to folks that have already done what it is you're trying to do, but make sure you do it within the same time zone. All right? So, no offense, but if you're trying to buy a house in 2020, you know where I'm going with this, right, Jay?
I got you.
No, I'm going. You pick it up when I'm putting down. I ain't even put it down yet. I ain't even placed it on the table yet. Hey, listen, family. If you're trying to buy a house in 2026, don't go get help from somebody who bought a house in 1996, all right? Because they ain't going to understand. It was a different era than it is. It was a different time. You know, so everything is relative to the advice that you get. But put your team together.
See, I got what you were saying, but I thought you were trying to say, don't try and think that you can buy a house with a 1996 budget.
Well, that's exactly what
That's
I'm
the
saying.
same
That's
thing,
it's the same difference, right? Because see, people in 1996, you know, their price point was different. The whole real estate market was different than it is today.
Yeah.
So did they buy a home? Yes. Can they cheer you on to buying a home? Yes. But are they the absolute best to advise you how to buy a house? Probably not so much. Probably not so. Tamisha, oh, thank you, Tamisha. Tamisha sending us some stars, dude. You know, Tamisha says, I am doing it. Yeah, you can. Good morning to your sister. I'm sorry to see you when you came in. But again, family, doggedness, I will prevail. You know why I'm going to prevail? Because I am me. And me is great.
Yeah.
Me can do some stuff. Me going to grab hold of the end of that bone, and I'm not going to let it go until it's time to let it go. Doggedness, June.
And that's exactly how I feel 2026 is going to be.
Yeah.
I'm going in, and yes, I want to buy a house, but it encompasses so much. If you want to open up a business, if you need to step back and start taking care of yourself, be doggedness about it.
Yes.
Like, you know what, I'm going to pamper myself,
Yes.
to eat healthy,
Yes.
you know, get myself right.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Dog, I'm driven. I am going to do this. June, we're saying June, June Bug.
Hey.
I'm going to put them all out
Don't
there.
you dare.
Woman.
Hey.
All the names for June. But yes, sweetheart, that's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
I am dogging this about taking care of myself. You know what I'm dogging this about, June?
What?
I am going to reduce my soda intake to 1 day a week.
Guys, that is huge for him.
That's huge for me, man. It's huge for me. 1 day a week. You know what? I've been doing well for the last 12 days.
Mm-hmm.
Just driven and determined. But you know what I did? I reached out to James Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to certain people to ask me, what are you doing? James is losing weight. James is looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, James Johnson can do it. Why can't Smitty Smith do it? Because I can. But I just need a little help, a little guidance. You know, I reached out to Miss Tanisha McCrae.
Okay.
She helped me a couple weeks ago. She didn't know it. Or maybe she did. I said, tell me about them stars, sister. You know, and she told me. And I was like, wow, you know what? That was just enough to get me going, June.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not everybody's going to carry you the whole way. Let me say that because, see, she has her own shows. And
Yeah.
they're very good.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I hope one day our shows be as good as her shows are. You know, so she was able to share just enough to get me going. See, nobody should carry me the whole way.
Yeah.
My doggedness says that I'm going to reach out for help. I'm going to accept the help when it comes in, right? I'm going to show appreciation. I'm going to be willing to share with somebody else, but I'm not looking for anybody to carry me the whole way.
But that's the key, right? You reached out,
Yeah,
right? And you got
got some
an
direction.
answer from someone that
Yeah.
knows because
Exactly.
they're doing it.
Exactly.
They're living it, right?
Exactly. So trust me, family, if I call and ask you a question, it's for a specific reason. And you may not necessarily know the whole reason.
You see, now I'm sitting in the dark because I'm looking like, I didn't reach out. I'm just looking at these stars and like,
What them stars do?
what did I do? What did that mean? So
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to
Yeah.
say that
Yeah.
I can be sitting here. I've seen her do this for
Yeah.
us. And
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you. It looks nice. It looks pretty. But I don't know what it adds to our business.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm like a lot of people out here that look and just look on the outside and be like, all right, well, that's nice. But just don't ask more questions
Because
to
we
educate
can't.
themselves.
Because we can't do it all.
Yeah,
You out here doing the magic in the street. You in the mean streets of DC, baby.
that's true.
In the
Don't
mean
you
streets
say?
of Richmond and Rickel and Chesterfield, you up there showing houses, right? So none of us can do it all. That's why, you know what, family? I'm not going to get into relationship advice,
Yeah.
but I'm going to talk about relationships. How about
Okay,
that?
okay.
All right. That's when you become equally yoked. Okay. Jay is out there showing houses. Jay is out there getting as is contracts, getting sellers to make repair. I can't get over that, family. What the hell you think as is means, woman?
It don't mean that to me.
It don't mean a thing to you.
I'm gonna ask. What can they say? All I can
You know,
say is no.
yeah, you can say is no, but you're not even supposed to ask. You know, Tamisha
I'm
says,
gonna ask.
Tamisha says a lot of people don't reach out. They don't. We become siloed. We become dogged in our approach. But you know what? When we gird our loins, you know what? And we team up and we become equally yoked in our mission. Again, I'm not going to talk about relationships, but I'm going to talk about relationships when we're unequally yoked. What if Jay and I, what if we weren't on the same team?
That would be horrible.
Yeah, that'd be hard. But what if
We'd
she was
bump
out
in
there?
heads.
What if she was out there showing houses in Richmond, Chesterfield, taking veterans and first-time home buyers and repeat sellers up and down the street, and I just stood here and I worked in the yard all day, every day.
I wonder about that sometimes.
I know you
guys.
do.
I come home and I'm like, has he really been sitting in front of this computer for hours? Or
I
he been
promise
like,
you, I have.
Does he have eyes like a camera at the top of the street to see when I'm pulling in? They're like, oh, let me hurry up and get.
I have the neighbors call me. Oh, but family doggedness, I ain't giving up. I ain't giving in.
No.
Hey, June, you know what, man? We got to get, Tamisha says facts. A lot of great things happen. It does, family.
You know what? I want to say I did something amazing, and I'm going to toot my own horn.
Go ahead and do that.
You
while
know,
I shoot.
sometimes when they say on the listing or whatever, it says minimum deposit that they need is called an EMD, like $2,000 or $3,000. And I say to my clients, how do you feel about that? They were like, I don't want to pay that. I'm like, okay.
The rules don't apply to Jay.
I'm like, okay. So we submit an offer. We might submit it for half that amount.
The rules don't
You know,
apply to
and then
Jay.
the agent would call me like, well, you do know that the deposit said 2,500 and you only need 1,000. Now, I'm not saying it will work all the time, but I'm going to try. I'm like, yeah, but you know, it's Christmas time and their money's kind of wrapped up and buying Christmas presents. They really, you know, and they're like, oh, okay.
You know, family. Listen to that evil. Insert evil laugh. Insert evil laugh. You know, family. So again, June, we are way out of town. We've had too much fun today. Hey, family, we got to start shutting it down. Hey, if you have not already, be sure to attend one of our 100% free Grits and Grants webinars. Simply go to SmittySmith.com, soon to be JandSmitty.com.
Hi.
Register for one of our Grits and Grants webinars, or to post a question, message me, smoke signal me, whatever you got to do, family. I'm here to help you, because our goal is simply to educate, to encourage, and to empower folks just like you all the way
home.
Who's next, family? It's just that easy. Hey, there's our contact info. Hit us up. We're here to help you, family. Absolutely free. 540 credit score. Fix it. What we got to get to, June?
620. So the show has been brought to you by Chessmate Realty. Chessmate Realty. Let's make this move together.
You got it all wrong.
I know. I'm trying to sound like my commentator voice again. All right, say it right.
All right. Today's show is sponsored by Chessmate Realty Group. Hey, let's make this move together.
There we go.
Deuces. I got to go,
Peace.
family. We got to get to another webinar. Thanks for joining.